you to go.
His heartbreaking story has now been seen more than 2 million times after our first story aired. A North Olmsted man lost his wife in January during a cruise. Tonight, we're following through with new details on the case and how you can find valuable safety information before you even step onto a boat. The story of Mohammed Hamza touched the hearts and the minds of News 5 viewers and, frankly, people all around the world. News 5 investigator Jonathan Walsh broke this story. And Jonathan, Mohammed says his wife Julia died from several heart attacks.
Unfortunately, yeah, Rob. And in a new interview, he tells us that he's been trying to get answers and trying to get help even since our story aired, but it's been really, really tough. In many cases, like his, with medical problems to things like serious crimes, loved ones are left fighting for answers and asking for more safety on cruises.
What happened? I need to know what happened. How she lost her life.
Mohammed Hamza still has questions about the death of his wife, Julia.
She was fighting for her life. She was fighting. She was trying to remove the tube and the stuff. I had to hold her.
Julia's health problems started with a heart attack on the cruise ship that was docked at the time, but Mohammed says somehow she still wasn't transported for 9 or 10 hours. She then died on a transport boat that was taking her to a plane.
It should be a jet on call, helicopter on call.
Plus, Mohammed says he was asked to pay $15,000 in cash just to get her some help.
Why are you asking me $15,000 in cash?
Mohammed tells us the transport company refunded him $10,000 so far, and he's waiting to hear about the other $5,000. He also says he got a recent phone call from cruise ship personnel.
When I asked the chief doctor, he called me and said, I'm here to answer your questions. I said, why that took that long? Nobody could answer this question.
He has been asking questions. We too reached out to the transport company. I'm an investigative reporter with News 5 in Cleveland, Ohio. And others who may have been involved that day, but no response. Mohammed says he's been grateful for the support since the story aired and for all the people hearing his message of being prepared for a cruise.
If I can save somebody, if I can help one person, that's great.
Sue and Ron DePiro from Canfield, Ohio.
It was his first real vacation. He went on a plane.
Have been trying to help people too, since their son Daniel was invited by friends to a cruise.
Asked to go because somebody else backed out. They had an extra ticket.
In 2006, Daniel left his group while on the ship. He was by himself and felt sick. Sue says he raced to the railing to throw up, and as he did, he went overboard, never to be seen again.
I go to sleep every night, and I wake up with bad dreams. And I'm being very honest with you. He's yelling for me for help.
In 2008, Sue testified in Washington, D.C., requesting more safety on cruise ships. This for the basically 4,000 to 5,000 passenger floating cities that sail under different countries' flags. Sue talked with U.S. lawmakers.
I went on to what they need to do, what they should do, and what they can do.
The DePiros and other families who lost loved ones were instrumental in getting the Cruise Vessel Security and Safety Act passed in 2010.
Here's something that I'm fighting very hard for.
Jamie Barnett battled for that law as well. She's the president of the International Cruise Victims Association. After their efforts, the 2010 law mandates rails have to be at least 42 inches above the deck. And there's now required reporting of serious crimes on cruise ships, things like significant assaults, sex crimes, and major thefts. We found the crime reports on the U.S. Department of Transportation's site.
The only reason you're able to see those statistics for Americans is because of our law.
Since 2010, Senator Richard Blumenthal from Connecticut introduced another bill called the Cruise Passenger Protection Act. The bill calls for expanded crime reporting and prevention.
If you're in a bar and you have to go to the bathroom, have your boyfriend, whatever, walk you to the door and stand there until you come out. You know, if you need to go back to the cabin, have someone go back with you. Don't ever be alone.
And the bill promotes higher standards for medical care.
You can't just rest on your laurels. You got to stay involved and make sure that all the regulations are being met.
It's something Muhammad says he wants as well, with the CDC reporting 80% of onboard deaths come from heart problems. Problems like what Muhammad had to watch his Julia endure.
To whisper in her ear, Stella, please stay still. They're treating you. I'm here, I'm next to you. Don't leave me.
Muhammad is still looking for an attorney to help take on his concerns. Royal Caribbean tells us the medical team responded quickly to Julia and continuously to stabilize her. And Rob, here's something interesting. Senator Blumenthal's office tells us he's gearing up to reintroduce the Cruise Passenger Protection Act during this session of Congress.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Thanks for the update, number one. But number two, did you get a sense, how's Muhammad really doing?
It's tough. It is really, really tough, and he's just begging for help. And maybe we can, stay on top of this, obviously, and get him that help he needs.
Such a valuable update.
Yeah.
Jonathan Walsh, thank you for your reporting. My goodness.